Hey, this is Sue. It's October 1st in Chicago, and we're going to do a little garden tour. So this is exactly why we go around this time of the year. This plant was ordered and input as emery Paul, and emery Paul is a lavender color, so these oranges are not emery Paul. We're going to go later and write on the back of the tag, not emery Paul. These are some little guys that we're growing in a pot, and I think they're Chimicum del Bluma, and I'm going to put a tag on them and go from there. Talk about field of dreams. These plants have grown so much over the last 2 weeks. I can't even get in the garden anymore, and they're sending up bud after bud after bud. These are my ketchup and mustards, finally going to start to bloom. So in nature, every single animal, person, and plant is programmed to reproduce itself. And what's going to happen at the end of the season is they're going to send up buds, 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 buds to ensure their longevity. And again, we talked about sometimes we want to just bud, and at the end of the season, maybe it's not worth it. But these are so easy to do right now. I'm going to give a real fast demonstration. So we're just going to go in and take off the side buds, hard to do with one hand, of each of these, and we're going to go down and take off the rest of them throughout this plant. And that's going to ensure that the flowers that we do have turn out to be a little larger. So what we have here is an inland dynasty. We've got some Hamari Accords. I have a couple of plants of these, and they have been a joy. This is Embrace, the one that we were just trying to disbud, and I'll come back and do that. I have a little pot down here where Just Peachy made its appearance. This is Snowho Doris, really perfect ball flower. Cinnabar, April Dawn, Jessie G, lovely Gloriosas. And we got some other guys back there gonna start blooming in the next few days. My tomatoes and other guys. And it's kind of a mess back here right now. Again, it's just taken over. I have some 6-foot tall zinnias. Beautiful. Little purple rose in there, sterling silver. And some other little guys. So I'm going to take you for a walk out to the front. It's my Diplodemia plant. This is an all-in-one butterfly hummingbird pot. So here I have fennel, which swallowtails love to lay their eggs on. And this is milkweed, which the monarchs like to lay their eggs on. We have a nasturtium plant that the hummingbirds like to put their beaks right up in there and get the nectar. These are pots that I grow some of my additional flowers. Kenora Valentine, almost looks like velvet. Peaches and Cream. Some Celosia. Jessica. Herbs. Some leftover herbs and tomatoes. We had a lot of caterpillars on this fennel earlier in the year, but I think they're pretty well done. This is a lavender plant, and what I did here was took off some of the branches, some of the ends, and tucked them in here where they're starting to root, and then I'll have some new plants to bring inside. My lantanas. And along the fence we have some cleomes, Kelsey Annie Joy Colorette, some more fennel, and I saw there is a caterpillar right there. You can see him. He'd be kind of late for the season, but hopefully he'll make it. And these are other pots that I have. Jessica, beautiful sandy at summer times. This has been a great plant. I've said that before. Last year it didn't do much for me, but this year it is just blooming, blooming, and it's so cheerful when I walk right outside my back door. I've got some little purple guys. I'm not sure what those are. Some more nasturtium and fennel. I try to keep these all around the yard in different spots so that the butterflies and hummingbirds are always nearby. This is Crazy Love. And some more vegetables. Having a good time down here. And we're just going to go out to the front really quickly where the asters are in bloom. And these are the last blooming plant of the season generally, and my sedum. And I have some eggplant tucked in here. As always, it got too much and couldn't fit them in the garden in the back, so I put them here. Some of my other stuff. And it's getting to be pumpkin season, but we'll still have more flowers for the next 2 weeks.